So now we will start for revision class. Revision class will be for final exam. So we will start for the first question. First question grades will be 40 marks. So the required for first question will be divided two parts. Part A, Part B. Part A will be about adjustment entries and prepare income statement with balance sheet. Part B will be about theoretical question. So theoretical question we decided will be from chapter 4 and chapter 7 part 2. So theoretical questions will be about the budget, about the cost centers, and about the reasons difference between the cash balance with the bank statement. So from chapter 4 and from chapter 7 part 2 you will have theoretical question. So here you have trial balance, and from additional information you will prepare adjustment entries. So you will go and you will use all this informations to prepare the adjustment entries. So adjustment entries will be depend for additional information. Okay, VC? So you have 7 additional informations. So you need to prepare 7 adjustment entries. Okay? Okay, clear? VC? So now you will go the first additional information. The first additional information, he said inventory, closing inventory will be 65,000. So for adjustment for inventory, we said you will write in debit side and credit side inventory. But debit side you will write inventory, balance sheet, and credit you will write inventory where? Income statement. Okay? So for first entry, adjustment entry for inventory, you will write inventory as debit in balance sheet and inventory as credit in income statement. So the first adjustment, he asked you about adjustment for closing inventory. So you will write here inventory in balance sheet and inventory credit in income statement. So here you will write inventory debit inventory and credit inventory. But in debit you will write what? Balance sheet, and for credit you will write income statement. Okay, واضحة. For inventory, close inventory, just you will prepare adjustment entry. Adjustment entry will be inventory in balance sheet and 2 inventory in income statement. So the first adjustment entry, inventory balance sheet, 2 inventory income statement. Clear? So second information, you will go to second information. Second information, he said for equipment depreciated by 25%. So you will go direct to what?
Price for equipment.
You will go to historical cost for equipment. So you will go to trial balance, and from trial balance you will need to decide the amount for equipment. Okay, so equipment from the balance, trial balance. Where is the equipment? Where is the equipment?
12,000.
Equipment,
Yeah, up.
equipment,
Yeah.
equipment, 48,000. Okay, so now the equipment cost, historical cost, or the book value was 48. So you will go to multiply by the percent, depreciation percent, so or rate. So 48,000 multiply 0.25. So 48 multiply 0.25 كم تطلع؟
12,000.
12,000. So the depreciation will be 12,000. So here you need to prepare your adjustment, second adjustment for depreciation equipment. So you will say depreciation expense of equipment to accumulative depreciation expense for equipment. Just you will take depreciation expense, copy depreciation expense, okay. طبعا depreciation expense here of equipment to accumulative depreciation expense, to accumulative depreciation expense. So here in credit you will write accumulative. So for depreciation expense you will write 12,000 depreciation expense for equipment to 12,000 accumulative depreciation expense for equipment. Clear, VC?
So,
No.
an exam I have to write like this: depreciation expense 48 multiplied 20%.
Yeah. You will go and put it all treatment.
If I do it direct answer.
Maybe he will deduct it because see here he put it tick here.
Yeah, so
Tick
that
means you will go to find or show me how you get 12,000. Okay, VC. So this is treatment, this is analysis, this is calculate. It is required from you. Okay, VC 40,000 multiply 25%. It's required, and if you didn't write, you will deduct it your mark. So your mark will deduct it. So you must to show me how you find that 12,000. Okay? So here we will put depreciation expense for equipment to accumulative depreciation expense. To here you will write accumulative depreciation expense. Clear? So from depreciation expense to accumulative depreciation expense 12,000. Clear, VC? So second information, he said motor depreciation by 30% on reducing balance basis. In reducing balance basis means you will go to find the new book value for motor. هسه واضحة لكم؟ في سي واضحة الشاشة مثل ما طلبتوا؟ اوكي. So second information, he said here, for motor depreciated by 30%, but there is message, he told you, reducing balance basis. So reducing balance basis means find the new book value for motors. A new book value for motors means historical cost
Minus.
divided the cumulative depreciation. So for motors, the historical cost for motor can
28.
28,000. This is the historical cost for motor, and the cumulative depreciation for motor, 10,000. So the new book value for motor will be 18,000. Okay, so 28 minus the accumulated depreciation, you will get the book value. المشكلة بس افتح البرنامج الثاني ترجع الشاشة بتصير اصغر لكم. So now, reducing the cumulative depreciation for the motor. So motor value 28,000 minus the cumulative depreciation 10,000. So you will get the new book value for motor will be 18,000. 18,000 multiply the percent rate was 0.3. So 18,000 multiply 0.3 can become
54,000. 54,000.
50.
Yeah, we say 18,000 now.
18,000.
Yeah, so it will be 5,400.
5,000 for
400. 5,400.
so 5,400. This is the depreciation expense for motor. So you will go and prepare same second adjustment entry, depreciation expense, but you will write for motor to accumulative depreciation expense for motor. Okay, VC? So you will go and write the third depreciation expense. Third depreciation expense will be, you will write depreciation expense for motor to accumulative depreciation expense.
Doctor,
Now,
international financial standard of calculate the depreciation is by year in any country, by year for equipment or building or land, only by year.
yes, you can prepare monthly, quarterly, but in general, كل سنة.
Okay, what about the percentage? If I know in my country about the percentage.
It is different. It's different about the
Land,
land. There is no depreciation for land. Okay, but it's depend the kind of
years of 50 years.
it is depend the kind of the assets, because some assets depreciation will be for use life will 3 years, some for 5 years. Okay, it is depend the assets.
I mean, from where I get the information? For maybe for trucks or small cars in my country. Which
It is
authority
actually
I can.
it is traditional. For equipment, for example, 3 years in Saudi or other countries. Okay, by default. Land, equipment, building, for example, 20 years. Okay, so it's by default.
You mean the auditors who they can decide? the the public auditors. I mean the CBA, who the only one
No,
they can decide about the.
Actually, it is already decided.
Mhm.
The auditors, he will not decide about the useful life for assets, but it will be from standards, from committee. Okay? So here you will write depreciation expense for
Motor vehicle.
for motors and here cumulative depreciation of motor. Second, he asks you in transactions or information number 4 accurate weights at the end of 2013 2006-7. So means there is expense payable. There is expense payable still not paid. So what is the adjusting entry for expense payable?
Salaries expenses
Mhm.
from payable
To-
account.
To wigs,
Which
Yeah.
accurate wigs, or you can write wigs payable. Okay? So from debit will be wigs expense, credit will be wigs expense
Yeah.
payable, or you can write accurate wigs. Okay, VC? So you can write in the credit accurate wigs, or you can write wigs payable. So in number 4, where's the number 4? So you can write wigs expense. I number ايش؟ هاي لازم تكون number 4. Here. So here. So number 4, you will write wigs expense to accurate wigs. So credit will be accurate wigs, and for debit you will write wigs expense. This is for number 4. Number 5, the message for number 5, there is from 1st April 2013, he paid 3,000 for insurance. So from April to end of December, how many months? From April to December.
8 8
which is December
April to December.
8.
اذا حسبنا ابريل بيصير 9
So, means from April, the 1st April to end of December 31st December, so there is 9 months. So he paid prepayment for how many months? For 3 months. Because 9 months it is included in 2013, and 3 months will be for next year. So the prepayment will be just for three months. So from 1st April till end of December 2013, you have 9 months. And for 3 months till end of March. End of March. This is 3 month prepayment. So we need to prepare adjustment entries for 3 months. So the payment was how much?
3,000.
So now you will go to divided 3000 divided by 12 كم تطلع؟ multiply 3. So will be 750. 750. So we will prepare adjustment entry will be prepayment to insurance expense. So here we will write prepaid or prepayment insurance expense to insurance expense to insurance expense. So you can write prepaid insurance or prepayment insurance to insurance expense 750. 750. Clear? VC واضحة؟ من وين جبت ال 12؟ هاي ال 12 يا عبير اللي هو 12 month في السنة. Okay? He said for 1 year. He payment for 1 year. If you see عبير معنا here he said 1st April to end of March. ايش؟ So from 1st April to end of March, this is 12 months. Okay? So we will go to prepare the adjustment entry for 9 months from April to he paid in 1st April 2013. Okay? For 1 year means end of March 2014. In accounting, the stop point will be in 31st December. So from 1st April from 1st April to end of December 2013, this is 9 months. It is already covered for 9 months. So we need to decide it for prepayment. So a prepayment will be for the next year. So we need to decide it. How many months he paid for, how many months he paid for next year. So for next year we have 3 months. So you can answer by another way. In 1st April, what is the journal entry in the 1st April? What's the journal entry in the 1st April? Journal entry in the 1st April was 3,000 paid, insurance expense to 3,000, suppose he paid cash, to cash, okay? So 3,000 prepaid expense and the credit will be cash 2,000. This is journal entry. Here our work not for journal entry, our work just for adjustment. So he said from 1st April. So from 1st April to end of December 31st December, we said this is 9 months, okay? So you can divide it 3,000 divided by 12 كم تطلع؟ 250, okay? So 3,000 divided by 12, so means monthly 250. So 250 multiplied by 9, how much? 2,250. So 2,000 you can write 2,250 to 2,250. This is for what? What's the adjusting entry here? You can write adjusting entry 2,250. This is from
9 months.
from insurance expense to prepaid insurance expense. So now, what is the balance for a prepaid expense? The balance, this is the T account for prepaid T account. This is the account for a prepaid expense. Was debit كم?
3,000.
3,000 was debit from the first journal entry, prepared expense to cash, and second was credit by 2,250. So what is the balance? What is the balance for a prepaid expense? The balance for a prepaid expense will be 750. So you will write for a prepaid means the next or in your balance sheet you will disclosure about prepared expense, insurance expense will be balance 750. Now clear? So the balance will be 750. So you can write for our prepare adjustment entry direct way. Just you can write a prepaid expense to insurance expense. So you can write 750 for prepaid insurance expense, 750 for expense insurance. هسه واضحة VC؟ Okay. So now which one? Number 6. He said unrecoverable receivables of 1,600 need to be write off. So we need to write for prepare entry for irrecoverable receivables. So we will say 1,600 from irrecoverable receivables to receivables. So 1,600 from irrecoverable receivables as a debit to what? To receivables. because this is bad debt. So bad debt means you will go to decrease or increase receivables. When you prepare this adjustment entry, what's the effect in your receivables? Decrease, exactly the same. So means your receivables will be increased. So we need to know VC class, all adjustment entry will be effect in the balance sheet and will affect in the income statement. So from 6 adjustment entries, we have seven transactions. So for 7 transactions will be effect in your balance sheet and your income statement. So all numbers here, all journals here, all entries here will be effect for balance sheet and income statement. So when he asks you about prepare balance sheet and income statement, you will take care about the adjustment entries, because you will shift the adjustment entries to balance sheet and to income statement.
So what about budget?
لسه بعد المجيء.
No, I mean the effects.
لا هسه ما في على المجد هسه.
I mean that after you make the adjustment to income statement and balance sheet, when the auditors declare the budget of any company, they have to write anything about the adjustment or mention it in.
لا
or not.
when you prepare financial statement, it will be include the adjustment.
Yeah, it will be like approved.
Yeah.
Already. They didn't have to mention anything.
لا, it's already clear in your statements. Okay, so last formation, he said for company Adam decided to increase allowance for receivables to 5,000. So he decided to increase the allowance receivables. So we need to know what's the balance for allowance receivables. So you must go to real balance. This is the real balance, and you see here the balance for allowance for receivable, how much?
4,000.
4,000. And he decided to increase to 5,000, not increase 5,000, increase to 5,000. So the difference will be from 4 to 1,000. So he need to increase his allowance for receivables just by 1,000. So here he find the difference between the balance and the new balance. So the balance for the allowance receivables was 4,000. His required to 5,000. So the difference will be 1,000. So 1,000 you need to prepare adjustment entry by 1,000. So this is the entry when he said in increase. So will be unrecoverable receivable expense to allowance for receivables. But Nur al-Khalidi, if he asks you, he went decrease to 3,000. What's the entries? So if he asks you and if he require to put it the balance was 4,000 and he asks you to put it the balance 3,000, means the difference also 1,000. He will increase or decrease? He will decrease. Okay, so if we ask you about decrease, so you will go to this entry and you will put it allowance for receivable as a debit and unrecoverable receivables expense as credit. بس تعكس القيد. Clear VC? If we ask you to decrease, just put the allowance for receivables debit, while unrecoverable receivables will be credit. Okay? واضح VC? I told you, I said Omar, if we ask here his additional information, he said the receiver allows receivables increase to 5,000. It is clear for you? But if he said we need to put it, this is 3,000. So when he said to not increase, to decrease. When he said decrease, so what you will do? So you will go and find the balance. Allowance receivables 4,000. So 4,000 minus 4,000 minus 3,000, the difference will be 1,000. Okay, but he said he went to decrease. So the adjustment entry will be allowance for receivables to unrecoverable receivables. Just you will go and reverse this entry. You will put it allowance for receivable debit here, and unrecoverable receivables will be credit. واضحة هسه؟ Okay, so now we will go to prepare income statement and we will go to prepare balance sheet. And we said you must take care for all adjustment entries. Adjustment entries will be effect in your balance sheet and your income statement. So for income, for the adjustment entries, we have a new expense. We have a new expense, such as depreciation expense for equipment, depreciation expense for motor, wigs expense. This is, we need to add it in your balance sheet. So you will go to trial balance. So trial balance, we ask you about prepare income statement. So income statement will be started from sales. Okay, so sales how much? 640. So you will go through all items in trial balance and you will find if there is allowance sales or if there is discount sales or if there is return sales. Because if there is return or allowance or discount sales, means you need to find the net sales. Okay, VC? So net sales means sales deducted minus the sales discount, allowance sales, what return sales. So here we find sales return. في غيرها شيء موجود؟ So sales minus sales return, you will get the net sales. So net sales, عرفنا منين اجى الرقم 623 from where? From sales minus allowance sales minus return sales minus discount sales. But in our information, just we have return sales. So sales minus return sales you will find the net sales. Clear, VC? So 623 clear, and you will also find the amount for cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. So, cost of goods sold, how you can find the cost of goods sold? Doctor, please share. ايش؟ طيب ماشي. Okay, now how you can find the cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold, you will start from the beginning inventory plus net purchases minus the ending inventory. Okay, so cost of goods sold, cost good sold. هاي بتطلع من وين؟ البيجنينج inventory plus النت purchases minus ending inventory. واضح الكتاب لكل خط؟ واضح لكم في سي؟ واضح لكل خط؟ Okay, so beginning inventory will be in the trial balance, and ending inventory, this is the first adjusting entry. Ending inventory, you will find it in the information here. He said close inventory. Close inventory means ending inventory, and beginning inventory for opening inventory, this means beginning inventory. So beginning inventory كم عندنا؟ 96. والending inventory how much?
56 يمكن.
65. So ending inventory, you will get it from information, additional information, beginning inventory or opening inventory from the trial balance. So now we have two numbers. We need the third number, it's about net purchases. What's the means net purchases? VC. Net purchases means purchases plus purchases expense minus discount purchases minus allowance purchases minus return purchases. This is the net purchases. So net purchases means purchases. If there is expense for purchases, you will need to add minus allowance purchases minus discount purchases minus what? Return purchases. So if you will go to your questions, just you will have here purchases and here return purchases. So the cost of goods sold will be beginning inventory 96,000. This is beginning or open inventory. Beginning inventory.
شكرا هذا والله خرجتنا.
Okay, plus net purchases. So net purchases, you have purchases 237 and return 32. So you will say plus 237 minus 32. So the net purchases كم راح تطلع؟ 205,000. So the net purchases will be 205,000. Here 205,000 from where?
Why,
So
why you mention the opening of Italy?
I will find the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold means beginning inventory plus net purchases minus ending inventory. Okay, so beginning inventory 96 plus net purchases.
37.
Net purchases
30.
will be 305,000 minus the ending inventory. The ending inventory from the information was minus 65,000. So 96,000 plus 305,000 minus 65, you will find the amount. You will find the amount of the cost of goods sold. So the cost of goods sold كم طلعت معانا؟ cost of goods sold 387,000. 387,000. So هذا الرقم واضح كيف طلعناه؟ لا 236,000. 236,000 هذا الرقم اللي هو الكوست of goods sold. So cost of goods sold كم طلع معانا شباب؟ 236,000 هذا الكوست of goods